Hello. The stream is starting. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm gonna tweet that I started streaming. And you know what's next. I'm gonna link it in Discord that I'm streaming. There we go. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to do to get started here. Welcome, welcome everyone. Let me just make sure. Let me refresh my stream manager. I want to make sure that I actually am tagged with Reverse 1999. I am. Good. Welcome one, welcome all. It's Friday where I am. And it's a little bit hot. It's not above 80, but it's a little bit hot, so that's why you're going to be hearing the AC running in the background, making it possible for me to do a stream. But today, my plan today was basically to play a bit of The Small Room, all about Isolde, and also to play perhaps Limbo 6.2. I have been trying to beat Limbo 6.2 and failing quite a bit. So I figure I can use the stream to get some tips from y'all. And then we have a new mains bulletin boss, or rather, it's not a new boss, but it is the next boss, you could say, for this season of mains bulletin. Hypothesis of Exhibition, my favorite. I still have PTSD from the last time, but I'm feeling more optimistic. I've got Necrologist. I'm hoping she can help, and now we have Isolde on the team, so I can have a proper burn team. But yeah, that's the idea. Maybe I could, I don't know. Should I, like, wait a little bit longer to see if others show up? So far, Okay, I need to do this one. Let's just knock out the middle difficulty for mains bulletin while I'm waiting for more viewers to show up. Let's see. What do I want to run for this? I believe this is the team I ran for the first difficulty. Not that the first difficulty needs a particular strat in terms of team comp. I'm just gonna get a feel for it as I go. I'm assuming this is all the same stuff? Yeah, reality damage. Damage taken reduction plus 75 versus minus 75%. Make sure that the guy's true form gets revealed. Okay. What do I start with? Maybe this, this. And I'm doing that so that I can have some AoE and tag the other enemies on the field as well. I love Isolde in terms of having her on the field and stuff. Welcome to the stream. I'm just kind of knocking out the middle difficulty for this mains bulletin boss while I'm waiting a little bit before starting the Isolde story. can I get rid of him in one turn, or should I tag the robot 3 times? The eternal question! Let's do this again because I'm scared.
That's right. Nice tactic.
Benefit from reading.
Nervous. Darn. I would have liked them to tag the bad guy, or the main bad guy instead. At least I got rid of the robot. Futurism. Oh, that's right, he's gonna be in Mastermind now? Instead of True Form Exposed? Please expose, please, please. Aw, man. So, entering at the start of each round, enter Mastermind status. At the end of the round, blah, 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 blah. So, what else causes True Form Exposed to happen? If there's no allies on the field. Okay, man. 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 Let's see here. It's tricky because what if you just end up hitting him? So silly.
The moment of silence.
I can hear it.
Okay.
That's right. Nice tactic.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make it up as I go. Alright. Oh!
Like a lighter.
There was extra Genesis damage? What was that from? Now I'm a little bit confused. But that's fine. At least we're in interlude status for Isolde. La 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 la. Okay, so we will get him down to 0 in this turn, and it's gonna be fine and dandy.
The moment of utterance.
No.
Come on. This is the one.
That'll be
pass.
fine. And then that, maybe?
We walk in long nights.
Alright, you can do it, you can do it. There we go. That's what we like to see. 77k. Very nice. Alrighty. I'm all set to take on the main difficulty after I've done a little bit of Isolde's story. I was looking at the Mains Trust shop, and I really wish that they gave us some Brief Cacophony to buy in here, because I'm short! I need more of it! Arrgh! Bleh. I already finished A Knight's story. I don't know about you, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I was like, I wasn't sure where it was going. Like, I had a feeling that it was clearly all about A Knight trying to make the people around him smile with his humor in the midst of terrible happenings. And, like, he ends up kind of being a... Now that I think about it, it's almost like a Vash the Stampede figure where he's carrying a lot of sorrow in his heart, but he covers it up with a smile. Something like that. And I thought that was really interesting. So, well worth it. Check it out. And also, don't forget to get all your rewards for doing all of the all the waves for the challenge stage. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and dive into the small room. Now, I already checked out the first 2 little chapters of this, so we will be picking up from chapter 3. So if you have not gotten into this yet, this is your spoiler warning, officially. what I've been doing is basically I read a chapter and then I go over to survey and I do one of these. So the rhythm is do chapter 1, or I guess it's called stage 1, and then I go over here and I click on observation. And then the next day I went to stage 2, read that, and then I went over here and I did deduction for stage 1. And if I do that, then that means I'll be able to go back and forth between story chapters and different battle stages. Back and forth until I finish the whole thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into stage 3 of A Small Room, Isolde's story. As you can see, I put a content warning on my stream because what we've seen so far from this patch is that Isolde's character is a character of much tragedy and horrible things happening, and even some things happening like on screen, sort of like even though it's just being described in the text in the script, it's still pretty rough. So I felt like that was worth marking this stream as content warning, just to be on the safe side. As you can see from my stream title, content warning, Isolde. I figured that's good enough. Alright, so we have Isolde here. Isolde quickly closes the door and sits on the side of her bed. She falls back and stares at the ceiling. Her body aches, her hands and feet feel like lead. Her eyes are swollen from fatigue. Her headache worsens at night, so she rarely sleeps well. The cotton pads didn't help. The heels still rub my feet. The vocal lesson's over, and my literature class is cancelled because Mr. Carl was invited to a banquet. Looks like I can rest early today. Wonderful. She turns her head to the side, and her eyes meet another's. A young girl lies beside her, with features that resemble her own. So before, we had the character of, what's her name? Trista? Maybe? Am I confusing her with the name of that opera character? But, basically, Isolde's, deceased sister, is kind of haunting her. Their foreheads press against each other. The girl's eyes are hollow, only filled with golden tears. Her lips open and close as she mutters a question, one that has been asked many times before. We don't get to know what it is right away. No, sister, I won't. Isolde trembles from the cold, just as she did as a frightened baby in her cradle. The girl giggles, curling her arms around Isolde's neck and clutching at her like a vine wrapped around a tree. Her little body swells, becoming cold and heavy like a piece of iron. Here she goes again with her usual games. Whenever Isolde is tired and weary, Trista seeks her out to play like this. Trista, okay. Oh, I wonder if that's on purpose. Trista's name sounds kind of similar to Tosca from the opera that was featured in the main story. Please, sister, you're hurting me. Isolde's breathing becomes short and violent. She can feel her insides being squeezed. Tears flood her eyes, her face swollen and wet as she silently weeps. Only in moments like this does she let out her true emotions. Oh. That was my best attempt. That was really weird sounding, but that best I could do. The pressure makes her nauseous. Trista giggles, her laughter lingering in the room. More and more spirits start to gather. They whisper to each other, laughing and teasing Isolde, curiously awaiting her next move. Isolde manages to grab the back of one of her sister's hands with her trembling fingers. Sis... Mama...
Mama.
Mama asked for me. I promised her. The girl straddling her waist gives a slow blink. She lets go of Isolde's hands and dissipates into thin air. This always works. They are both, or at least once were, her mother's closest supporters. Isolde climbs out of bed, wiping the tears and specks of vomit from her cheeks with a corner of her bedsheet. She mumbles. Mama.
Mama.
Her mother looks up from the two rabbits cradled in her arms, one white, the other yellow, and her pale face radiates a smile. Isolde, my sweet girl, come.
Listen, child.
See, I have Apfelstrudel and Bloom here. Oh, and the nightingale your father just bought. I was hoping to take the swan in here too, but it was swimming on the lake, so we couldn't get close to it. This mother is sometimes more of a child than her own daughter. She is cheerful and innocent, simple as a blank canvas. She is always a pleasure to spend time with. Isolde closes her eyes, erasing her sister's decayed face and the vomit-stained sheet from her mind. We can meet in the garden, Mama. You don't have to bring them all inside. Nonsense. I'm happy to do this for you.
I think...
You always get dizzy under the sun. How can you attend your lessons if you're unwell? The lounge is much better. We can enjoy a bit of sunshine through the windows and listen to music. Her mother pats the cushion next to her. Isolde sits on it, taking Apfelstrudel, the pale yellow rabbit, into her arms.
Huh?
Hello, little Apfelstrudel. How are you feeling? You're so fluffy and soft, like the cooked apple in a real strudel. She holds the rabbit, stroking its fur and looking into its eyes. No, just heads up. I have so much experience watching anime and stuff, and whenever there's like a character who's like doting after a cute animal and there's a lot of attention being paid to it, I immediately see that as a red flag, and that rabbit is gonna die at some point. But maybe I'll be wrong. We'll see. I really hope I'm wrong. She holds the rabbit, stroking its fur and looking into its eyes.
Lovely little ones.
She has the softest fur and such adorable coloring. Do you remember when your father first brought them home? You were 11, a bit shorter than you are now. It wasn't long after you started your vocal lessons.
Yes, I understand.
Of course, Mama. Apfelstrudel and Bloom are the only rabbits who've joined the family. We've had plenty of birds and ponies before, as well as white rabbits for use in the seances, but none of them ever had a name. It wasn't until the doctor recommended a new method of therapy that Father brought these two home, and we named them.
Of course.
Yes, it was fun. With these adorable little things around, I don't faint as often as I used to. You were so small back then. I can scarcely believe that that little girl is the same person as the 15-year-old young lady sitting before me. And for her to be so beautiful a singer, too. The sun shines through the window, enveloping Evangeline. With a peaceful smile on her face, she continues to stroke the rabbit in her arms.
Mama.
Do you not wish to go back on stage? Singing used to be so important to you. No. She maintains the smile on her face.
No, that's not true.
You're mistaken, my child. I never really loved performing. It was just an ordinary part of my life. Besides, they were making me emotional, which worsened my condition. I shouldn't be performing anymore. It's no good for me. But I'll be fine. As the doctor said, caring for animals brings me peace. Keeping a calm atmosphere is the foremost goal of this treatment. Isolde, my child, we must carry on. Beneath her mother's hopeful gaze, Isolde lowers her head and meekly snuggles up to her.
Certainly. I would try harder.
Yes, Mama. We must carry on.
Of course.
Things will be different for you, Isolde. You're luckier than I. You've received treatment much earlier in life, and times are better now. There's more than one way to improve your situation. You'll be cured, and you have the talent to sing. Her mother's voice seems to come from above her head. For no clear reason, Isolde feels as though she is speaking from somewhere even higher.
Keep in mind.
You will become the star of Vienna. You must keep on. Yes, Mama. I'll continue with the treatment. I'll keep on singing.
Huh?
Apfelstrudel has started to nibble on her young master's gloves. Apfelstrudel? Are you hungry? How could she be? The maids have already fed them today. No, you're confused again, Mama. In March, the doctor suggested that you start feeding them. He said it would help you bond with them. Is that so? Oh, yes, I remember. Isolde puts down the rabbit and cups her mother's face. She gently pushes her hair aside and softly presses her forehead against her mother's. Don't worry, Mama. We all forget things sometimes. Leave it to me. I'll get them something to eat. She gets to her feet and makes her way to the other room. But before she leaves, she stops by the door and looks back. Mama, have the rabbits recovered? I noticed they were a little out of spirits earlier.
My apologies.
If they're still unwell, I'll go get some medicine too. Were they really? Evangeline raises the rabbits in her hands so that their faces are level with hers. Their noses are wet, their eyes are clear. They look as healthy as any rabbit she has seen. A few nameless white rabbits are chasing each other around her feet, each looking as energetic as ever.
That's right.
They seem fine to me. All right, Mama. I'll be back shortly. Front lobby. This looks... I don't know, it's been a while, but this really does look a lot like the place where Sotheby used to live. Out of the lounge and through the hall, past the many doorways, down the stairs, and finally to a small room with 2 maids working inside. The Dittersdorf house is well known for its staggering size.
Look at this.
Sheets, sheets, and more sheets. I ain't got a single day without washing these bloody things.
Listen.
When I worked for the mayors, we only had 1 or 2 washing days a week. But you're paid better here, ain't ya? Quit ya complaining and come help, eh? Oh no, what kind of accent am I supposed to do here?
What's wrong?
My god, there's blood on the sheets again. How on earth is there so much of it? Even for that time of the month, this is a lot. There's no way this is blood from her time of the month. Uh-oh, what's going on? The red-haired maid crinkles up her nose in disgust. There's been blood on the sheets once a week for the last 3 weeks now. I'd say it comes from those dead rabbits and birds. Oh no, what did I say?
I see.
Lucas threw away another load of dead animals yesterday. I saw birds, ponies, but mostly rabbits, the yellow and white ones. Okay.
Which means?
I've lost count of the number of strudels and blooms we've had. They got 2 new ones just today. I see. So that's why the ones that we saw were so healthy. Compared to a previous apple strudel and bloom that the mother had. They just go, they turn it to 11 when they write these stories. They really do. I'm shocked to the point of where I just don't have anything to say. I have no words, so all I can do is keep reading. Poor things. What happened to him? They didn't die nearly so often last year. What? It's been going on for that long? Is there something wrong with the fodder? No, it weren't because of the bloody fodder. I can't do an accent. It weren't any natural cause of death. As the maid soaks the sheet in the water, she lowers her voice.
I heard that.
Lucas told me that every one of the animals suffers a miserable death. Some vomited blood, others had their heads cracked open. Most strange of all is that a few of them had a hole in their neck with a golden key jammed inside. Wait a second. Isn't there an insight material that we collect in this game that's a key? Oh my gosh.
It might be...
He said Lady Evangeline did it. I mean, what else would it be, I guess? If I were a gossipy, house servant, and this is what I was seeing, what would I think? Like, did they think that it's just been accidental deaths all this time, and now the maid is saying, oh no, she's doing it on purpose? Oh, come off it. Lady Evangeline loves those animals. She's always carrying those rabbits around in her arms. Well, you didn't see her crush that poor Nightingale with her bare hands when she was having an episode. Okay. She's ill. So is Lady Isolde. It runs in the family like a curse. I know we're in the middle of this chapter, and I'm very grateful to everyone watching this. I'm sure this is excellent, a good stream to have just kind of on as an audio. But I want to take a really quick break. Just give me 30 seconds. And I want to repeat something that I shared on my Twitter, ShinyBotTV, that I think is really important that we address because of the story beats that are in this story around Isolde and her family. So this is what I said on Twitter, okay? I'll just read it aloud. I'm going to stream some Reverse 1999 today, and this morning I'm thinking about Isolde and her story. I hope players who read the story keep in mind it is fiction. In reality, a person with a mental illness is less likely to be dangerous and more likely to be the victim of violence. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, also known as SAMHSA, quote, people with severe mental illnesses are over 10 times more likely to be victims of a violent crime than the general population, end quote. Additionally, from SAMHSA, quote, only 3 to 5% of violent acts can be attributed to individuals living with a serious mental illness, end quote. When we see in the news that a person has committed a horrible violent act, it is wrong and irresponsible to automatically attribute it to mental illness. And that's what I shared on Twitter. And I just want everyone to keep that in mind as we read this. Just remember that this is a fictional story. And I hope we all, maybe if you have the time and the opportunity to, I hope you can have a conversation about this topic with somebody that's wanting to talk about it too. The doctor said it was hysteria, something to do with their wandering wombs. Drives them mad and makes them bleed and all.
Look at this.
Which explains these bloodstains. Do you think Lady Isolde will one day lose her mind like her mother? Why do you care? She's been awfully kind to me. She helped me settle in. Okay, I lost track of which maid is which. Okay, maid 1 is the one that has the rumors and apparently saw Evangeline crush a nightingale with her bare hands during an episode. So, okay. She's been awfully kind to me. She helped me settle in. The maid with the short dark hair looks down at the dirty bedsheet in her hands. It is covered in vomit and sweat.
Here is the case.
She's still young, but she's already such a perfect little lady. Gentle, polite, beautiful, kind. She's got so many lessons to attend, bless her. Etiquette, literature, history, painting, music, dance. On top of all that, she has to go to the seances with her mother twice a month. Poor girl. She slowly folds up the bedsheet, as if to save Isolde the embarrassment. She don't faint often, and she ain't having any manic episodes like her mother does now. But she does vomit and feel dizzy at times. Oh, I do hope she don't end up like her mother. Yes, enough of the worrying. It's none of our concern. You done with the sheets? Come on, then. With the laundry basket stowed under their arms, the maids walk out into the corridor. Yes, now I remember. I left it in this drawer. Ah, there it is. She fumbles in the dark until her fingers come across a familiar shape. She looks at her palm, then into the dimly lit corridor. The maids are long gone by now, but their conversation still lingers in her ears. Man, you guys are gossiping like that, and then this little teenage girl who's still becoming a person is hearing you talk. Father once told me. She shuts her eyes in calm determination. Be graceful, be self-restrained, and be kind to others. Be compassionate, especially towards the less privileged. We must be an example for our people.
Oh, yes.
We must be virtuous and dignified, as befits our status. Theophil? Wait, how did they say it in the story? Was it Theophil? Theophil? Theophil. Theophil. Theophil! I didn't know you were home today. She opens her eyes. Her brother, 2 years her senior, is standing next to her. We don't get to see his face, I see. I won't be staying long. Mother told me you were here, so I came.
Isolde!
It's been a while. I brought you this. He pulls a little velvet box and a pocket watch from his jacket pocket. The box is from Heinrich. There's a brooch inside. For your 15th birthday. And this watch? That's for me. But you already gave me a present on my birthday, Theophil. No, it's not for your birthday. I just want you to have it. Look, it's not just a watch. It has a timer. And here... He presses the little knob on the pocket watch, and with a quiet click, it flips open. See? It's white crystal. It works like an amulet to help you stay calm. And here, see the slot? It can hold enough smelling salts for 20 uses. You need a watch to keep track of the time in all those lessons, and the amulet and the smelling salts will help you too. It's perfect. He presses the watch into his sister's hand. There is a beat of silence. He speaks again. I also have news for you. I'm running a studio. It's amazing how much it's helped me gain inspiration. It also has space for the young models to stay the night when the weather becomes dreadful. It simply broke my heart to see them walking all the way back home in the rain. So, all is well with me, but I won't be returning home very frequently. I hope you'll continue your treatment along with Mother. Remember, I'm thinking of you all the time. You are my beloved little sister, after all. Did Father agree to this?
Oh, yes.
Of course. You can ask him if you like. He even helped pick the studio. He turns around and waves to their father, a bright, beautiful smile on his face. For a moment, he looks like the herald of spring. I see. Then I'm relieved. I wish only the best for you, Theophil. The spring's favored son leaves as briskly as the wind. He crosses the lounge, passes through the doors, and goes out into the boundless world. Dussersdorf stands next to his daughter, a hand on her shoulder. He shakes his head. I have a blundering artist for a son. A wild spirit. Look at him. Who would think that he's almost 17? You're nothing like him, for which I'm very grateful. You spend your days perfecting yourself. Well, he wastes time chasing after those models in his... What I'm trying to say is that you're a comfort to me, child.
Danke.
Thank you, Father. How generous of you to say such nice things about me. She smiles with an adorable shyness and looks down at the floor, as most young daughters would after making their father proud. But her eyes flicker towards the door. With Theophil gone, it is shut again. Only a thin beam of light shines through the gap. Theophil didn't inherit Mother's musical talents. He doesn't even sing. Mother passed that talent down to me instead of her firstborn son. I suppose it's unfair to him. Under her father's silent gaze, Isolde turns and makes her way to the other end of the house. Okay. Wardrobe Boiler Suit, hey! How you doing? Welcome to the stream and more Reverse 1999 story time. I'm okay, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I have the AC on to keep me cool because it's a little bit hotter today, but I'm pleased that it's not hitting 80 at the moment, so I'm glad about that. Man, I can't stop complaining about the heat, but I gotta be real. I looked at the calendar and I realized it was over 80 degrees for 2.5 weeks here in the month of July. And that just doesn't happen where I live. I've lived in this area where I'm at. I've lived in the same county for my whole life. And I don't remember there being more than a couple days over 80. If that. Like maybe there's just one day in the summers when I grew up here. I lose track of which one's released. Which story is this? This is The Small Room, which is Isolde's story that came out along with the overall patch 1.7 and all that. So this is all about Isolde and her family. It's humid in England. Yeah. I'm not familiar with what summers are like in England. I just know that the rest of the year it can be kind of dreary and rainy. And that's the most I know. Now that I finished stage 3, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these. We're gonna do observation for stage 2. Total of 10 or more stacks of burn on all enemies. Inflict an additional 3 stacks of burn on the enemy target after attacking. I guess I'll just use Spathity again. And it's fun. The assist characters they give us are maxed out levels.
Now it's time for Spathity!
We get about 2 to 3 weeks of nice hot weather, sporadically. Last year was really hot. This year it's colder. I see. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what it was like last summer. I know that the summer before that was just so stressful. It was stressful for me because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to keep the house cool enough for my pets. I have pet rats actually in real life. But now that we have an AC here in the study and in the bedroom, for a while there it was just in the bedroom and that was it, I feel much less stressed out. I think it might have been 2021 was the summer that we had a heat dome here in the Pacific Northwest. And that was the first time where I ever felt like legitimate climate anxiety, if that makes sense, or climate trauma. Trauma related to climate change. So yeah, I would like the people in power to do more than they are doing to figure out these, figure out real ways to stop the further depletion of the ozone and whatnot. Well, call my rat Giles Cravington, I think. Oh my gosh. I love it. Sold. It's yours. Okay. Now you can pick which, ladies and gentlemen, Wardrobe Boiler Suit donated quite a few times actually, and was the first person in the stream to give a tip to me. So I gave them the blessing of naming my one of my two pet rats that I've got on my model here, my PNGTuber. So, which of these rats should be Giles Cravington? The large rat on my shoulder or the small rat on my head? It is up to Wardrobe Boiler Suit. I think that's a fantastic name. The larger one on the shoulder. Say hello, everyone, to Giles Cravington. I don't know why I want to say Giles Cravington III or something. That is a name, all right. Wow. I love that. And Giles is a cute name because it's just one syllable. Right now, all of my real life pet rats that I've got in my cage here are one or two syllables, and I think that's just really cute. But also the long names are cute too. Silly. All right. Let's jump into this.
Get moving!
That's fantastic. I'm assuming this isn't going to be crazy hard. Insight 3, level 1. Do this, and this. And we'll go ahead and say that the second person to give me a tip will get the honor of naming, or at least giving me suggestions until I hear a suggestion that I'm like, yeah, that's a nice one. And you can name the small rat on the top of my head. Perfect. Let's see here.
It is here.
That's right! Nice passing! Like the lighter! Hey! How welcoming!
I'm not sure if I should do one more chapter of the small room, or if I should go over to hypothesis of exhibition. Maybe go to Limbo. Maybe I'll go over to Limbo 6.2 after this, and then after that... Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Let's do this. Do this. So, okay, I lost track of what I was saying. After I finish this fight, let's go over to Limbo 6.2. And I can show y'all what I'm doing in that. And then, after that, go over to main Bulletin, Hypothesis of Exhibition. And then... If that, like, goes really fast and I decide to move on, I can go back for another chapter of The Small Room. But man, what is going on in the house of Distelzdorf? Distelzdorf, is that the right
What a tragedy.
term, I think?
That's Come on, this is the one.
Here we go, Isolde ult.
Soffocare il sangue. Soffocare il sangue.
Woohoo!
A fair game.
My Limbo 6.2 team is Jessica centered. I already used my burn team on 6.1. If I get to a point where I realize I need to redo Limbo 6 altogether, then I might move it around. Since I really have been having... I have been having issues with Limbo 6.2. And at some point I'm going to run out of days to get it finished. I wonder... I could redo it and then, like, switch around what teams I'm using. Maybe I'll try that. I'm just gonna go ahead, switch this around. 6.2 is hell. What are you running? Oh, I should have not redone this. How are you doing, Kino-Cocoon? Welcome, welcome. I decided I was gonna redo 6.1 and see if I can switch my teams around or something. So what I had originally done is I finished 6.1 using my burn team here, and I was trying out different things in 6.2. I've tried this, I've tried Cornbloom to try to get seal on the enemies. What else have I tried? Oh yeah, I was running Sonetto because I was hoping I could just use Disarm on 6, the enemy 6, but then what ended up happening was enemy... Oh wait, no. I wanted to use Sonetto's Disarm on enemy 37, and then what ended up happening is that enemy 6 would cleanse the Disarm off of enemy 37. And yeah, I mixed up which character was which. Jessica Cornbloom is good enough for 6.2. Yeah, I tried Cornbloom, and it felt like the enemies were getting their ults faster than Cornbloom could get her ult, is what happened to me a lot. But anyway, this fight is for 6.1. So maybe I'll just do it again with my burn team, and then I'll try Jessica Cornbloom on the second half.
Shall I
guess?
ask the enemy for their tactics?
I kind of wish I hadn't undone this. What's everybody else doing? Everyone else is doing Isolde and Spath, though. Just requires some RNG. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I can beat this team with my Melania, I say, but then I realize the reality damage characters get damage plus 10%, and the burn stack thing is a thing. So I have a Druvis the third, but she is not built, and I do not have enough brief cacophonies to bring her up to, like, you know, Rezo 8 or 9 or 10 even. So I'm kind of stuck there. I'll show you, in fact.
I have to say, still as
I have... Let me see. She's
You brought me a
level
gentle breeze
1,
in the field.
and I have 12 of these, so that would get her to maybe Rezo 6 or 7. I guess, huh? Like maybe it would be okay.
You brought me a gentle breeze on the field.
And I have enough of this stuff, sort of. R6 at best, yeah. And I still need I3, yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was just looking at it. I have most of everything needed to I3 her right away, if I so choose. But I think I'm gonna wait to do that until we've given this an honest try on stream. So let's dive in. Use my burn team. Right. Just try with Jessica Kornblum. I tried it with her before and it didn't work, but I will try it again on stream with the guidance of chat to help me out.
I can hear it. It is here. That's right. That hurts, huh?
Disruption. Damage bonus and damage taken reduction -2%, healing taken -5% can stack. So, just don't want the fight to go on for too long is all that means.
Nice passing. That's right. Break it. Break it. Anyone feeling cold?
Gonna try to get the burn stacks up for Isolde's sake. That's right. I remember this stage being kind of punishing, but I'm hopeful. Let's do this, this. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't quite work. Well. I mean, we already have interlude, so that's good.
Nice passing. Break it. Break it. Did anybody get hurt? That hurts, huh?
Ouchie. Let's go ahead and... Oh. Well.
I can hear it.
This is fine. This is fine. Oh. This is kind of weird, though. I'm not going to be hitting them at all. Sure, we'll just do counter. It's fine.
It is here. That's right.
Sorry, it's bumping around. Just trying to get snug and, oops, comfortable. The weird thing about the AC is that it kind of makes things colder. Oh, I love that. Wonderful. Yay. Goodness sakes.
I can hear it. It is here.
I would like to have a turn now, please. Ah! Can she still do intermezzo? Nope, she can't do intermezzo when she is stunned. Got it. Let's do this.
Where's the party started?
And I wonder if I should burst down the one that's about to ult. Let's do this so it's more of a guaranteed. Oh, I didn't even have intermezzo? Oh, because the bad guys didn't have enough burn stacks. When the highest enemy burn stack reaches 6 or higher. Got it. Still getting used to her.
Come on, this is the one punch.
Let's heal again. More heals, please.
With a better dog, who did this first?
Anyway, welcome viewers. If you are just joining us, we are getting through Limbo 6.1. Or 6-1, I don't know what to call it. 6.1, whatever. I actually already beat it before, but I was thinking I would do it again. Oh my gosh. I was thinking I would do it again. Maybe mix things up, but then I changed my mind and I'm just beating it again with the same team. It is what it is. I want to keep healing. Is that silly of me? I'm afraid.
What a
What about this?
What a
Do
tragedy.
this. This and this to heal.
Soffoca il sangue. Soffoca il sangue.
Okay, well there's only one bad guy, so we're not gonna get hit that hard. Ooh, that's kind of hard though. Okay, last turn, I imagine. We'll be fine. It all's gonna be fine.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant. La charme de peur. Like a lighter. That hurts, huh?
Awesome! Okay, so
Not
let's
bad for a
head
stretch.
on over to Limbo Stage 6, second half. And I'm gonna be bringing my Jessica and Cornbloom, as well as Tooth Fairy and 6. I have tried and tried and tried, and I'm really bad at doing this one. I guess one thing I'm trying to figure out with this stage... Oh! Brave New World on Cornbloom is bad. That makes sense to me. I just need to figure out what to put on it instead. Let me just look up here. What does Pride Wind say? Take luxurious leisure. That does sound pretty good. Yep, looks like Pride Wind agrees with you. I want to just go through it here just to share with the class what we're looking at. Okay. Got it. That's all I had to share, I guess. Okay, back to the game. And then put this here and put that there. Right, so I've got this at amplification 3. After a carrier casts a single target, ultimate damage dealt increases by 7%. This effect is stackable up to 3 times. Sounds good. And if you'll forgive me just for a moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and set Cornbloom on Luxurious Leisure automatically, because I really only use it for, like... I use it on Melania, and that's kind of it. ShinyBot, have you noticed a better translation in this patch? I thought, yeah, it's felt pretty smooth, I would say, yeah. Honestly, I was thinking the other day about translation in these games, or, you know, translation from countries, like, we've, you know, we as a nerd culture have had translation discourse about Japanese media for decades at this point, but we haven't had much discourse about translation of Chinese media. And this is kind of an opportunity for us to all dive into that. And when it comes to Japanese media getting translated into English and being consumed by English-speaking consumers, whether they're in the US or UK or elsewhere, I've kind of refined my hot take about it, you know? Like, what makes a good translation? But I don't really know what would be a good translation from Chinese as much. Sometimes when you watch, like, especially, I'm mostly kind of fluent in Japanese, so when I'm watching a translation of something that was originally in Japanese, I can kind of tell what the characters were saying, and then it got translated into English. But I can't really do that with Reverse 1999 and Genshin Impact and other games that came from China. And there's other people that have experience themselves actually doing the translation from Japanese to English, and they've given their hot takes, and those are always really interesting to check out. And I would love if some people who have had some experience translating from Chinese into English, if they could, like, share their process and what they have found to work well and not work well. I'd love to hear about all of that. Because I studied linguistics in college and I'm obsessed with language. But yeah, this time around, I feel like my confusion in this story it feels like it's not confusion because of the translation. It's confusion because it's Reverse 1999, and Reverse 1999 likes to challenge the reader to fill in the gaps. You know, they don't give you the basic details immediately. They lay down the groundwork, and you as a reader have to put the pieces together. So you have to, like, do a little bit of legwork to put the pieces together and make the whole picture, the puzzle. So that's a really complicated answer. I know you probably wanted something simpler, but yeah, my thoughts are very nuanced on this topic. Gotta be honest. But I do think I'm, you know, especially when you look at the rerun of the Theft of the Rimet Cup, it's kind of night and day when you compare version 1.1 with version 1.7. Totally different. It's much improved for sure. All right. So we've got enemy 37, enemy 6. What I wanted to kind of muse over before we jumped into the fight is these signs, right? So I believe it's called a sign and it says down. Does 6 summon the signs? Downward way. At the end of an even numbered round, summons downward way. And then does 37 do something? Odd numbered round summons upward way. And the sign down makes it so that all characters get Eureka -1 after enemy 7 or enemy 6 or enemy 37 take an action. So that is interesting. That affects both the enemy 37 and 36, and it also affects my 6. I wonder if I should consider not bringing him, but I really like him for his cleansing of debuffs on my team. And as we get into the fight, we will check out the different signs that enemy 37 and enemy 6 summon.
Finally, some interesting work.
I'm gonna take a drink real quick. I gotta say, I'm dragging my feet on applying for affiliate on this Twitch account because I've never done this before and I'm very intimidated. But I'm kind of excited for doing the redeem things where you can redeem, like, drink water and stuff like that, because I could use it. I could use that reminder for sure. Let me know if the volume of the game and the volume of my voice is all right. I just realized I didn't really look that closely at it, but it's basically where it normally is. Okay. Now, we know that... Now, okay, I'm trying to remember how 37 works, because I have 6 myself. I do not have 37, and I haven't really memorized her kit. I know that she does follow-up attacks, and the follow-up attack is an AoE triangle that tumbles down over you. She just does mostly Genesis damage. Okay. So if I have, like, mental defense or reality defense, that's not really gonna help because it's Genesis damage that I'm getting. Interesting, interesting. Oh, but she does mental damage too. Whatever. Anyway, so when she's at 5 Eureka, she does the follow-up attack. Okay. And the extra action thing only really applies to her, because 6 doesn't do any extra actions. And then her attacks are just... This is a 1 attack, 1 target attack, and this is a mass attack. And then she gets a stack of sturdiness. Numeral perception. Okay, attack buff. And then enlightenment is additional Genesis damage. Right, that's the big deal. And then she gets additional Eureka. So after she casts her ult, she's closer to being able to do a follow-up attack is the idea. It looks like. I'm not sure how to approach this fight. I'm assuming I want to keep this sign alive because it's helping starve 37. In previous runs, I would target 37 first, thinking that she was squishier maybe, but I don't know if that's actually true. She's a little squishier, but I don't know if it's by enough to really matter. Yeah, she is squishier. So, like, kind of makes sense. But also I want 6 to be dead so that he stops buffing and cleansing and being the incredible character that he is, you know? So I don't really know. I'm not sure. They both suck. Oh, man. Okay. Again, just a plea from myself to the audience. I love getting advice from chat. I definitely love advice when it is phrased in a compassionate way. My least favorite thing is for when people ask, why did you blank blank blank? It's like, well, I don't know, because I thought it was a good idea. Please, you go ahead and let me know if you think that something I did maybe wasn't a smart idea, and give me the reasoning, and then we come to an understanding, and I learn, and it's cool and stuff. That's the kind of experience I'm looking for. Yeah. This is a hard fight. I'm nervous to even get involved and get started, but let's go, I guess.
What's your race? Be serious. Stay focused. Oh?
We walk in long nights.
Pringle. Rational.
We walk in long
I
nights.
kind of want to build Zima, because people have been saying Zima helps with this. I like the fact that he puts, what is it? Silence? He puts silence on the enemy, so enemy 6 isn't able to use his buff thing.
The moment of silence.
That's why I suggested Druvis, just CC6. Yeah, the Petrify. Sounds like a good strat.
Whose heart is beating so loud? What's your race? Radio waves are everywhere. That's Cradle. Time to check my calculation. 4 is a bubble.
Ouch!
Intersect and divide.
Ouch! She's about to get 5 Eureka. No! We have to kill it. Kill the enemy 37.
I hear something.
See, and Cornbloom doesn't get her ult fast enough. So annoying! Ah.
Relax.
The moment of utterance.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Oh?
Professional.
Benefit from reading.
Go away. Go away.
There we go. So now we get to try to stay alive
Scale
against
of the soul
6.
has tilted. The balance
Enemy
needs
6.
to be restored. Ugh. Until the torch is lit.
He keeps some of the buffs, or debuffs at least. So many things. Okay, let's keep our 6 alive. How's that sound? That sounds good to me.
The moment of silence.
Yoy yoy yoy. And he's got sturdiness? Or does he not have sturdiness anymore? Because 37's gone, so I don't need to worry about that anymore.
No worries.
That's fine. I would like if he could get some poison on him. I don't really want to attack him with 6, because then 6 will get hit by the ricochet. That doesn't sound fun. Let's hit him with the character who has the most health.
What's your race? Be serious. Stay focused.
We walk in long nights.
Oh, 37 only grants sturdiness to herself? Okay. I wish the icons for sturdiness and other things looked more different.
Benefit from
Listen to
reading.
him laughing.
Benefit from reading.
He was laughing at me for putting poison on him. Okay, I gotta look at these signs. What are the signs doing here? Sign down was here the whole time. Oh, another sign down. After an ally takes an action, all characters get Eureka -1, so he's losing Eureka himself. And then this one replenishes a Eureka. I don't know. I want to strip buffs. I don't know if you know this, but AoE will always target 6. Okay. Wait, my 6 or enemy 6? Really? Is that just a... Is that a observation that someone made? And then like, wow. Oh man. So annoying. Give me the cards I want! Why are you doing this to me? Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what to do. I did it myself. So you can main target a specific sign with an AoE and still hit 6. That is really nice. That's very nice of them. Of course, this attacks everybody, but that's nice that if I use this, I can guarantee that one of the hits will be 6. That's great! Enemy 6, that is. Cool. Oh my gosh. This is gonna hurt, no matter what I do.
Relax. No worries.
Actually, let's do this first. Well, let's do this first. And then do
Just like
this.
in the training.
And then an attack card of some kind. Like that.
Be serious. Stay focused.
And then end with a heal.
No worries.
Let's just see how that goes.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
I smell the scent of mint here.
Please don't target my 6.
The scale of your soul has
Target,
tilted.
like,
The balance needs to
Jessica
be
or
restored.
something. No! Why?
Until the torch is lit.
Ally 6 is also getting targeted, apparently.
Learn from
Yikes.
silence.
Sure is a tough fight. And then he gets his ult right away. And he gets all kinds of AP. Nope. I have, my DPS is, R11. Yeah, R11. Cornbloom, Tooth Fairy, and 6 are all R9. All of my support characters in this game are R9. That is how I have done it. But, this is not the first time someone's brought that up. I remember in the last Reverse 1999 stream, someone suggested, like, bringing Tooth Fairy to R10. And I can see the argument. This is pretty much already done with, so let's go ahead and quit out of this. I would bring TF and 6 to R10. Yeah, the nice thing about going from R9 to R10 is that I do have the resources for it because it doesn't use brief cacophonies. As long as it doesn't use brief cacophonies, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. I'm much more willing to consider that. So as you can see, I've got plenty of sonorous knells, and I've got a decent amount of these. And of course, I've got like 5 of these crystal caskets. Yeah, especially with how often I use Tooth Fairy and 6. That does make a lot of sense. Like, even if it ends up not making much of a difference in this fight, it's still worth it. Yeah. Tell you what, especially with how much of a DPS monster 6 is, I'm gonna R10 him, just to start with. Though my suggestion can be to focus more on Cornbloom cards to guarantee her ult. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. I think I am gonna try that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our friend 6 to Res 10. Here we go, stream, we're doing it. Boop. I have plenty of the materials too. Lots and lots of, what's it called? Basket case or something. And now I get to figure out what to do here. Let me pull up the reso maps that I have bookmarked. Doot. Yes, I know your sheet is outdated. I don't care. Give it to me anyway. Ronan Otaku Knight, welcome to the stream. I am playing Reverse 1999. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and use this spreadsheet's reso maps to figure out what to put on my 6. Remove all ideas. Yes. I do crit on 6. Okay. So I'm gonna try this middle one then. Crit hit sounds good to me too. I like it. So you won't have to look at the boring spreadsheet. I'll go ahead and look at it. Yeah, they do exist. However, just a big ol' however, keep in mind that they are no longer being updated by the team that started them. So they're only going to be useful for the characters up through like version 1.6, I think. And I decided to turn on links for my chat. I might change my mind later and turn them off again, but it's really handy. So I'm gonna do that. Put this here, put this here. Yay, now I can look at chat and the map and my game at the same time. I would turn it off. Yeah! You're right. Maybe I'll turn it off just... Oh, wait a second. I bet if I can set it up so that only I can give links, huh? Analytics, community. Oh goodness, now I gotta figure this out while streaming. There's a safety center. I don't know about that. There's moderation. Block hyperlinks. Your channel's chat will automatically delete posted URLs except for ones posted by you, moderators, admins, and VIPs. Oh, so I actually do have it where I want it to be. As long as you don't let just anyone post links. Yeah. Best to be safe. It's important to keep in mind everyone's safety. I have a question. What character would be good with SideTube in the shop, Carrot of the Heart? That is a good question, and I'm gonna come back to it as soon as I put stuff in this head here. Because I actually am in the middle of leveling up that very SideTube, so I'm interested in the answer as well. That SideTube is terrible? Oh no! What? I'm leveling it up, Kino Cocoon. How could you say this? About nothing benefits it besides Shameen. Yeah, I think I decided to go for it because I like Shameen. So, that's kind of worth it for me. I also am just swimming in SideTube materials, so it's okay for me. But yeah, maybe if you're free to play, don't build it right away. But if it's too late, and your question was for which character, Shemaine. That's the answer. Shemaine. And, I mean, if you have it, you can, like, use it. It's not like you're a terrible gamer for using it. Just have realistic expectations about its performance, I would suggest. But am I... Oh, it's viable for Cent or a Knight too. Cent? Oh, Centurion? Okay. I wish I had Centurion. She's so cool looking. Yeah! Alright. Wow, look at that! R10-6... Nope. R10-6! It's amazing! Wow, wow, wow! So cool! I have Centurion. Alright. So, like... You could put that on her if you don't have something better. 50% crit rate. I don't know if that's good or not in this game, but that's kind of the best I've been able to get in this game, honestly. At least for Running Tooth Fairy, so she'll help. There we go. Alright, I've got my stream all set up the way I want. I should have looked at his stats beforehand and compared it. I mean, it's not great, but at least it's usable. Yep. Wow. So much HP now. So cool. Let's jump back in. Wait, actually, hang on. Before jumping back in, I'll leave it on this menu. I'm gonna get up and stretch. I'm gonna get something to drink and use the restroom. And then we're gonna jump right back in to Limbo 6-2 right after a break. I recommend you all take a break as well if you haven't in a while. Alright. After these messages, we'll be right back in a few minutes. Alright. We're back at it. We are back at it. Limbo 6-2. Hope everyone is having an okay day. I appreciate you joining the stream, whether that's watching the VOD or watching it live with us here on Twitch. Let's see. Okay, so Jessica, Cornbloom, Tooth Fairy, and a newly Res 10 6. Okay. Won't be able to take advantage of the burn stacks, but we will do what we can. Let's see how this goes. I think I'll get rid of 37 just like last time, because she hurts a lot. Like, do I want to pile on the debuffs on them, or do I want to pile on the buffs on us? I don't know. Maybe I want to pile on the buffs on us.
The moment of utterance.
Mayhaps.
I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud? Be serious. Stay focused.
Until the torch is lit.
Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. What? It's called common sense.
Benefit from reading.
Time to check my calculation.
Okay. They're not going to have their ults next turn, are they? Because they're 37's just going to do 3 attacks, so that'll give her 3 Moxie. Kinoko-kun says no, but I'm not sure if that's no, they won't have their attacks, or no, I'm wrong. When attacked, takes additional damage, right? Okay. So maybe I'll be safe if I just use these two. Or I could put them together.
The moment
What if I do this, and then this, and then do that? Or would I do more damage? Scratch his chin. Curious.
The moment of utterance.
I hear something.
Until the torch is lit.
I like that move. It's good hand efficiency. Okay. All right.
Learn from silence.
Agents have guns. What? It's called common sense.
Good to know.
Until the torch is lit.
Are you irrational numbers?
We are indeed irrational numbers.
Retreat.
Ouchie!
What? I can't make the call?
Poison! Haha. Okay, so she does sturdiness on herself, and it looks like this icon. And then he has reality. That looks so similar. Reality defense and sturdiness look so similar as icons, do they not? Man. Oh my gosh.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Let's see.
The
Figure
moment
that
of
out.
silence.
I'll save doubling up on, or bringing up a card to Incantation 2 for later. Okay, Man.
The moment of utterance.
I feel like I'm already on the defense
Relax.
in this
Talking
battle.
out calms people down.
Oh, I wonder if,
Learn
I
from
don't know if that was
silence.
the right Cornbloom card to use, but
We walk in long nights.
Yep. Ah!
Stop. Time to check my calculation.
No, thank you.
Benefit from reading.
No, thank you. I don't want any. That's something my husband says in video games. I don't want any. Okay. This is scary. I need a healing card. I just do. There we go. Now the question is, do I use Cornbloom's ult on 6 and then devote the rest of the AP to taking out 37? I can give a line. Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I can give a line. Is this... Okay, there's sturdiness. There's the icon for sturdiness. And there's the icon for reality defense increased. What the heck? Who made this decision? Bring in the design team. What is this about? Like, I can give you the turn that I think works the best there. I mean, 37 has a shield at the moment, no? We use the word shield for something else than any of this. She does have a lot of defense increased, and she also has a sturdiness stack, which doesn't prevent her from getting damage, it just means that she has decreased damage taken. Give me the turn that you think would work best here, I'm curious. And I will give it consideration. What I would think is like
We should listen to what people say.
Cornbloom ult on 6. 6 ult on 6. Really? 6 ult on 6.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
6 debuff. I see it.
The moment of utterance.
Right. Cornbloom ult. Yeah, Cornbloom ult on 37, and then heal. So I would take the ult from 6. And we would be healed up. What I was hoping for was... Yes, but it's unlikely to kill 37 with just 6 ult. Yeah, even if I set it up? Okay. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna use this on the heal card. Boop! So, we... 6 ult on 6. 6 debuff. And then Corn ult on
We
37.
should listen to what people say.
And we heal. Like our lives depend on it.
No worries.
The scale of your soul
Alright.
has tilted. The balance
Let's see how that
needs to
works
be
out.
restored. Benefit from reading.
Secrets always hide in careless work. Listen carefully.
That's some good damage too. That's good.
The scale
Alright.
of your soul has
Who's he
tilted.
gonna
The balance
target?
needs to be restored.
6 again!
We walk in long nights.
Ah! My 6 survived! Yay! How much health you got, buddy? 3,800? Good job. And what's going on here? Seal was not removed. That's nice. I appreciate that. That's nice. That means that, like, I only need to worry about her ult coming out in another turn, I think. There's so many things here. Okay, reality defense decreased. And then, what else does this do? Reality defense and damage taken plus 15%. Oh, so it would be additional reality defense decreased minus 15%. And then damage taken plus 25%. So I think this is worth doing here. They don't stack? Huh. I guess I would only be adding the damage taken plus 25%. Which is pretty... or plus 15%. Do it anyways? Yeah. Damage taken plus 15% sounds pretty great. Okay, let's help our poor friend
Moment of utterance.
6 to survive another round. Thank you very much.
I hear something. What's your face? Oh?
Breathe.
Go!
We walk in long nights.
Intercept and divide.
Learn from silence.
Eep.
Learn from silence.
Eep. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Although Jessica's pretty low now. Eep. Still has seal. That's good. And now we have our beautiful Tooth Fairy ult ready to go. Love that. And the crit rate situation is in our favor. I would like a heal card, please. Thank you. Good.
I need some peaceful moments.
You would have kept that hand? Oh. I didn't look very closely at it. Probably had 37 lethal with it. I see. Too late now.
No worries.
I'm gonna do this and then finish it off with Jessica's other card to try to kill 37. I don't know if it's gonna be enough though. Should I do this or should I do 6's debuff? Not heal? Ah, that's so scary.
Peaceful moments.
Ooh, that's scary. And then, like,
The moment of
do
silence.
this or something. Oh, 6 debuff first. Yeah, makes sense because he doesn't have any debuffs that make him do less damage.
Anything
that would need cleansing by Tooth Fairy's ult first, so makes sense. And 2 Jessica cards. Eek! I'm so worried for her. But she's here to be a DPS, so she has to be a DPS if we are going to have any hope.
Be serious.
I think that makes
Learn from
sense.
silence.
Yay! We're doing really well now, all of a sudden.
We walk in long
I
nights.
can't believe it. Oh no, he's gonna get his ult ready to go. But we're gonna kill him. It's gonna happen, I believe. Oh my gosh, that was the right... I'm always really cautious and wanting to keep my team healed. Ugh. And I need to remember that sometimes offense is the best defense, you know? So, yeah, this has been a good lesson for me. I appreciate the guidance. I think a lot of it, it's making a lot of sense to me. What am I dealing with here? We got poison on him already. But he also has... He mostly just... I mean, he's got a bunch of attack buffs on himself, so we just need to go all out. I think it's more like you don't understand how to play 6's debuff well. 6's debuff? Really? Huh. Yeah, I totally get that, because it lowers the damage that the enemy does, right? Like miss aim. I love that. And it also does damage itself. I get that part. No, I do understand that, I think. At the time, I was thinking about doing Tooth Fairy's ult before his debuff or something, or you know, before doing any other attacks, because I'm just looking at all the debuffs on my team and going, I need to get rid of those first before anything else happens. But looking at the details, it's like, well, 6 didn't have any debuffs on him that would make his debuff card less usable. 6 doesn't do damage if it's not ult. I see. So you mean in terms of his debuff is both offense and defense, because it is defensive since it makes the enemy do less damage to us, and it also makes the enemy's defense go down. Better to get the defense down? Yeah. Oh yeah, and since we already have miss aim out here, that means we're more likely to get a defense down out. So that's another good reason to go ahead and use this right now. Oh, actually, boop, boop.
Of utterance.
Maybe let's do this. This is what I'm gonna do. And let's see if this works out.
I hear something.
No worries.
This is what I'm thinking, is I will debuff, put damage taken 15% up, and then crit resist down, debuff with 6, and end with a incantation to Jessica attack. So let's see if that does it.
Talking out calms people down.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Benefit from reading.
Stop lightning.
Nice! I would not Cornbloom debuff? I guess it worked out in this case, but what reason would you have to not do it out of curiosity? Let's see here. Oh, I can't get more cards, so this is just how it is.
Whose heart is beating? Shh. I hear something.
Would have been likely purified? So better to just get the 2 times healing? Oh, you would have extended it for another turn? Yeah, I was going for the 1 turn kill at that point. That's why I went for it.
Relax.
This is the best I can do here.
Don't worry.
To survive the old if you live, right. I put all my eggs in the basket.
Phase. Can't resist.
Alright, hopefully I can actually get these things dead before I hit round 12. I think I will. I can get better cards than that, surely.
The moment of utterance.
Be serious. Stay focused. Whose heart is beating so loud? Move your legs.
Benefit from reading.
It might have been a risky play, but I guess it ended up working out. Yay! Alright, is this it? Yay! Oh my gosh!
Naughtier than the foundation
I really
states.
think on my side of the screen, it feels like I'm learning when to commit and when to bide my time and heal and stuff like that. Huh. I might have just gotten really, really lucky on that last turn. I wonder if I might not have survived that turn if I didn't get the right RNG or whatever. Thank you so much for your help, Kinokukun. We did it.
I have to say.
Completed Limbo once again. It's been a while since I've struggled this much with a Limbo stage. Let me just say. That was rough. Now, can I get anything with all of that stuff? I gotta wait, or no, this one. Yeah, I gotta wait until we get to August, and then I can get some more Brief Cacophony. I need more! More! This one is a bit RNG dependent. Yeah! I agree. The twins. Who are definitely not from a movie called The Shining.
I have to say, Star's criers are all at the mercy of the weather.
Makes sense. Alright, I want to have, for this last bit of the stream, we're going to do some mains bulletin, checking out Hypothesis of Exhibition. I have completed Newsflash and Newsflash 2, and now we are going to be heading into Crisis Colon for the first time. First glance, it looks like it's the same thing as the last time it was in Mains Bulletin. After casting an ultimate, gain 2 rousing morale. I think that was there last time. After actively casting a buff, debuff, heal, counter, or channel type basic incantation, gain 1 rousing morale. Right, that also sounds familiar. All the same stuff here. Was he called Strange Doctor last time, or was it called something else? I can't remember. Okay. I'm trying not to get triggered before I've even started. But this raid boss kind of drives me crazy.
It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, after casting an ultimate grants 2 stacks of sturdiness to all allies. Oh, yeah, I remember that last time, I think. That sounds familiar. I am so grateful for Isolde. I'm so grateful that she puts burn on all the enemies. So, just remind me, let's see. When entering battle, inflict 3 stacks of burn on all enemies. And then for Prelude, at the start of the round, grant 3 stacks of preignition to all allies. Okay. Right. So she only puts the burn on the enemies at the very beginning of the fight. Okay. I wish it was like every round, but that would probably be overpowered. Because whenever the smaller robot shows up here, and the smaller robot puts a bleed on everybody on your team, it drives me nuts. And it's only 3 HP. So I used to run a poison team, and I would try to get poison on it. Alright. Oh, so we're starting off with 2 energy instead of 3. That's fine and dandy, I guess. I mean, you can take the time to set up finale at the start. Ah. Sure. What about finale? I was just talking about wanting Isolde to put burn on enemies just automatically at the beginning of every turn. But her passive after this point is just putting pre-ignition on her allies. Which is good, but it's like one extra step that I was hoping could just be a passive thing. Just put burn on the enemies, have burn on them all the time. I guess once I get her into a point where she's doing intermezzo every single turn, then that's the essential same thing. Wait, intermezzo doesn't put burn on enemies though. Intermezzo deals damage, and for each stack of burn a target has, deals reality damage to the target. So it doesn't put burn on enemies, I guess. It just hurts them. But that's kind of the same effect, right? I want that little tiny robot to get taken out as fast as possible. Okay, enough blabbering. Let's get this party started. If I wanted to set up finale right away, I would want as much burn stacks as possible in one turn. So, like, this, and end on Spatho? Because that's 3, 6, 9, 12. And then... how does this work exactly? Hello, Duar. Hype applause. Is that a shark? It's cute. Dolphin, I think. Oh, it's a dolphin. It's adorable. How would I get the most amount? I remember we talked about this last time. When our allies use pre-ignition to apply stacks of burn to the target, does something happen that makes more burn happen? I can't remember. Let's find out together, why don't we? Boom.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I love when Kinoko-kun says no, and I've already hit the trigger. It's just based on pre-ignition stacks? Okay. Oh, I killed the robot. And now Isolde is not gonna get that many heat stacks. That's annoying. That's troublesome. You would restart? Yeah. That's not a great way to start this. Oh, man. My first run, 3,919. Woohoo! I guess go for the man since it's 75 damage reduction. Like if I had kept going, you mean? I just want Isolde to be set up for success, so I'd rather start over. We'll do this. And this.
Of utterance.
And then the man has 75% damage reduction right now. I mean, he's got damage taken reduction plus 75%. Isn't that more of a reason to not go for him? Oh, wait, because that way he won't die and you'll get the heat stacks. That's what you're saying. Okay, but I also need to make sure that this robot gets tapped twice. So I think we'll do this. Not at first level? He deals no damage? Futurism deals no damage? Oh dearie me, I'm not following. Yeah. 25,000 HP. Well, it's the first turn, so why not? Why the heck not? Oh, let's do this first.
The moment of silence.
I can hear it. That's right.
Benefit from reading.
Ooh, I tagged the robot once at least. And twice! That's nice.
Seeing stars.
And then we'll get, I think, 10 stacks of heat. Is that right? 11 stacks of heat? Neat! Cool! Love it! It worked out! Yay! And we just need to get her up to 15, if I recall. Yep. Alright. But first, I want to kill this thing. Let's kill this guy. I don't know how I want to set things up exactly.
Moment of utterance.
But we'll just do whatever.
It is here.
How much health does he have? 10,000. Can we do 10,000 with Spatho? Baby Spatho. I bet. Yeah.
Nice.
She's so strong.
That's right. Anyone feeling cold? That hurts, huh?
All right. Where are we at? All right, so. Now I'm in this situation again where it's like I want to make sure I tag the robot, I think. I mean, he has more HP. How much HP did the guy have in the first bit, I wonder? Oh, a similar amount, I bet. Always 25% increments, or 25k, right. Alrighty.
The moment of
let's
silence.
I can hear it.
do this thing. And do this thing.
That's right.
Benefit from reading.
Oh, this brilliance. Hey, like a lighter. Hey.
Interlude. There we go. Intermezzo. And then that little medium-sized robot is now 7 out of 8. Okay. Now the question is, I don't know if it's worth using Spatho's ult for 22,000. I wonder.
It is here.
I guess if she uses her ult, that means she'll get rousing morale. And that's cool and fine and awesome to have. So...
Relax.
it's probably a good thing.
Come on, this is the one punch.
And then I kind of want to use 6's debuff afterwards to mark the enemies right away.
The moment of
Let's do that.
utterance.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra. Cheer and witness my victory.
There we go. Those are the numbers we like to see. Very good. 80k. Fantastic.
Learn from silence.
Oh yeah, and his attack put burn on the enemies, so that's nice. Now, how are we doing heat-wise? 30, and then let's see the difference between interlude and finale. Let's see, highest enemy burn stack reaches 6 or higher. Use intermezzo, and then for finale. She also gives power boost to all allies, which is a damage bonus plus 25%. Additional follow-up damage and power stacks every turn. Casts intermezzo and gain incantation might plus 15%. This gain gain incantation might plus 15% for this. Oh, for this attack. For the intermezzo is what it's saying. I see. I get it. Okay. In that case... Oh, I should mark the robot with burn, perhaps. Mayhaps.
I can hear it.
The moment of silence.
That's right.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Seeing stars.
Not quite at finale yet. Alright. This is the 75k villain, and I've got him down to 61k right now. I don't have Spatho's ult ready. I want to take advantage of the fact that the big boss is in true form exposed mode. So I'm gonna get a Spatho attack card out here. Nice! Love to see it. Beautiful. My thought is we do
Time
this
comes to speak of truth.
and then
The moment of
this and then this. No, that doesn't make sense. We do
Time
this.
comes to speak of truth.
Target Futurism with
The moment
6's
of
debuff.
utterance.
Target Futurism with Isolde's ult, which will cast Intermezzo immediately, and then finish off with a nice big punch from Spatho to this guy, Strange Doctor. And that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see how it goes.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored. Benefit from reading.
Oh wow, I didn't even need to tag the robot. Never mind. I forgot, this is still like easy boss. And even 6's ult is enough. Cool!
That hurts,
It is what it is. Alright, we are into the main phase, basically. And we are in finale status as well. Everybody's got power burst and rousing morale. Love to see it. Awesome. Let's get Spatho's cards out here. I keep singing this song, I'm sorry.
The moment of
I'm
silence.
gonna do this, and this, and this, and this.
Nice practicing.
And then we'll have Spatho's ult for the boss. For the Strange Doctor.
Anyone feeling cold? Hey!
When does Intermezzo happen? Does it happen after the enemies do their thing? It looks like it. Okay, got it. Keep that in mind. Yes, the Rimmet Cup theme is addicting. I know, right? Gets stuck in your head. It gets stuck in your head. The Uluru Games theme gets stuck in your head, at least for me. Kind of want to get another... whatever. Now, can I get this down? 77k health. I want to put another debuff on him. So. What I'm thinking is this. And this.
Of utterance.
And then use Spatho's ult. Do we have, what does this do? Critical defense and reality defense. Might be worth it, even though we already have critical defense on him. I want the reality defense decrease thing in addition to the damage taken reduction minus 75%, but I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm worrying too much. Let's see, what have we got over here? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a worrying mother and buff Isolde and hope that it gives her a little bit of defensive buff. And then I'm gonna use Spatho's ult.
Come on, this is the one punch! Oh, these villains!
Benefit from reading. until the torch is lit.
Yay, a little bit of vitality.
Witness my victory!
Good, that's a lot of damage. That's great. That is great. 95k. I shouldn't have even worried. Man, it's so much smoother than other times we've done this. Ooh, still need to get so much energy off of the robot. Oh, just 2. Yay! Intermezzo's helping so much! I'm so pleased! Thank goodness. Let's see. Reality defense decrease. That's the same as this? Yeah. Okay. What's the difference between these two? $150, $30, $50. $225, $30, $50. Okay, so this is the part that's different between these two cards. Deals 225 reality damage to 2 enemies. So if it accidentally hits the small robot, which only takes 1 damage at a time, that'll be kind of a waste. Let's, I want 6 to use a debuff here. Yeah. Like that. And that. And then we go over here. That's what I want to do. Oh my gosh. There still are just so many things to keep track of in this raid.
That's right!
Benefit from reading.
Phase. That result.
Seeing stars.
Nice. Big chunky damage. Only gotta get rid of 25k or so. Alright. 6 can do that with his ult, that's fine. I don't know what to do with Tooth Fairy's ult. I feel like I should hold on to it in case the little tiny robot shows up eventually and puts bleed on everybody. But then it takes up room on my hand here, so... Let's do this.
To speak of truth.
Then do
A moment of
this.
silence.
Then do something else. I don't know. Let's do this.
It is here.
Oh, maybe I should have started with Isolde's
Scale
debuff,
of
though.
your soul
Oops.
has tilted.
Too late.
The balance needs to be restored.
Yeah, that's enough. Only barely, though. So I need to be careful going forward.
We walk in long nights.
Good. Good. And the boss keeps his burn stacks. Lovely. That's wonderful. And I only need to hit Futurism once. Great! I can do that with Isolde's ult right here. Wonderful. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. All right. Everything is coming up so well that I'm starting to get nervous. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Reality defense decreased. How many debuffs does Strange Doctor have on him? Blind is aim, fracture, let's see. Wait. Oh, here we go, okay. Collection of debuffs. Critical defense down, reality defense down, mental defense down, blind, miss aim, and fracture 1, which is, when attacked, takes additional Genesis damage. I feel like almost all of them are here. There's no mental defense decreased, but we don't need that. And there's no fracture 1, which is fine, I guess. Genesis damage is burn damage is Genesis damage, right? I think. I want a better Spatho card. Please. Man! Fine. Be that way. Not like I care.
What a tragedy.
A tragedy indeed. Actually, let's do this.
A moment of
What a
darkness.
tragedy.
Yeah. Okay.
The moment of
This
silence.
and Spatho.
We walk in long nights.
Soffoca il sangue! Soffoca il sangue!
Intermezzo is fantastic. Goodness, there's so few Spatho cards. What's the deal? Alright, now I gotta get 66k? I don't know if I can get that. Yikes. Yike-a-roonies. If one cannot get rid of Strange Doctor in one turn when he is in true form exposed, what shalt thou do? I ponder to myself. Because I could do like this. I feel like I need to tag Futurism twice, because I just don't think that I'm going to get rid of him with Spathodea here. Nor with Tooth Fairy's ult. Although she does have a whole bunch of these. Damage bonus here, damage bonus there. But it's mental damage, so she doesn't need to do it this turn. Maybe it would be better to do it next turn after the little tiny robot shows up. I say, mimicking the villagers in Minecraft. Golly. So many things to think about. As always. I say it every time, but seriously. There's a lot to think about. What if we do this? And
Moment of
this?
utterance.
And then hit him with this?
That's right!
Thank you for your cooperation.
Learn from silence.
That hurts, huh?
There's the little robot. Hey, at least that one went away. That's good. Tooth Fairy does have Ultimate Might reduced, but maybe I can fix that. I just need to get rid of 30,000. I wonder if I can do that. Like, with 6's help.
The moment of silence. The moment
Like
of utterance.
this. And then this. I feel like it's not out of the question. I feel like this could actually happen. Let's try. Let's pray. Please. Let it happen. Let it work.
Learn from silence.
Okay. Okay. She just needs to get like 17k. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not quite enough. And now futurism is gonna hit us a bunch. Ouchie. Well, we survived, at least. Hey! The intermezzo takes out another wave of Strange Doctor. Okay, we survived. Even though I played that kind of badly. Now we need to get rid of 99k. And we're dealing with 6 stacks of reconstruction. Oh, goody. I'm gonna do this, and yeah, good. So we do... Oh. I think we have no choice but to use 6's ult, unfortunately. That stinks. Man. Yikes. Yikes! This is such a rough time. That's all we can do. Yeah! Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. It is what it is. I'll have Spatho ult next turn, so that's something.
Time comes to speak of truth.
This side.
Nice tactic.
The moment of silence.
I'm doing it in this order just in case I take out futurism.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Have to go. Gotta take care of in real life dinner. Have a successful mains bulletin.
Benefit from
Thank you very much, Ronin Otaku Knight. Thanks very much for joining the stream. It was fun to hang out. Good luck with dinner and also with figuring out who to put Carrot of the Heart Saitube on. Alright. Let's see. Can we do 89 with Spatho? Got a bunch of decent boosts here. Nice big heal. We love to see it. What do we got? Okay, okay. We've got pretty much all the debuffs we want to have. So we'll do this, and we will heal. What was this again? Crit defense and reality defense down. I feel like we're good there. We're fine. Maybe I should use her buff to get some exhilaration? Maybe? I don't know if I need it though. Decisions. Let's just tag this robot
The moment of silence.
in case. Just in case. Nice, I love that heal. Oh, that's pretty good, okay. Alright, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. Ooh, 88,000. Yeah! Love it. Love that. Incredible. And then we get intermezzo. Wha-bam. Intermezzo is fantastic. Oh my gosh. We made it through. Oh my goodness. We're close to 650k on basically my first run. So that's cool. I appreciate that a lot. I want to have Isolde's ult next turn. And I also want 6's ult. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So we do this, this. Oh, wait. Start here.
Of utterance.
And then here. And then here. And then here.
A moment of silence. We walk in long nights.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra excellence.
Benefit from reading.
Alright, we got some on Strange Doctor as well. Intermezzo's the best. I love it. Now what are we dealing with? 82k. Oof. Alright. Well, this will tag all of the enemies. I've got an awesome Spatho card here. That's cool. Aww. I need something to tag the robot with, because I feel like I'm not gonna get rid of him in one go. Let's do this, I guess. It's kind of weird, but maybe start with
Time
this,
comes to speak of
then
truth.
do this, then this, and then end with Spatho. And that'll get us pretty far.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
25.
Soffoca il sangue. Soffoca il sangue. That hurts, huh?
Oh my gosh! Look at Spathadia! Oh my goodness! That was fantastic. I need to remember to use her. I just haven't been getting her attack cards that often, I think. Oh my gosh. Playing this boss with Isolde is a completely different experience. It's kind of ridiculous just how much easier it is to get those futurism energy stacks under control. Holy smokes. I kind of want to have Spathadia's ult up next turn. Like, what if I did this? Wait. Well, sure. So that, and then this, and then, I could do this, and then I don't have anything else to use. More cards, please. How about instead... this. Uh-oh. I don't have enough Spathadia cards. Man. Alright, let's... We'll do this,
The moment of
this,
silence.
Oh, nope, that's still not enough. Ah! Rar!
I can hear it.
Grr! Arg!
Nice catch.
Do that, and then end with Spatho. Yep. That's what you gotta do.
Like a lighter. Seeing stars.
Alright. Strange Doctor has 75k health. I think Spatho can do that. I have faith. Does she need anything else to, like, really take her over the edge? Honestly, I want to take care of Isolde. I don't like how her health keeps dipping down. I think it's because of Intermezzo, maybe? Intermezzo is constantly tagging all the robots and getting ricochet damage back at her.
It is here.
The moment of utterance.
And then how much stuff we got on this? We're gonna get reality defense down. Okay. I think that's all the stuff we want. So I'm not gonna bother with 6's debuff card. And I suppose we can tag him with crit for a few more burn stacks to make sure that Spath gets her awesome extra 40% crit damage. And let's do it.
This is the one punch.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine.
Till the torch is lit.
Cheer and witness my victory.
Good. I think this is good. I think. I hope. Ah! 72k. Is it not? It's not quite there. It's not quite there. Rough. That is rough. But I got 800k. That's pretty cool. Oh, and then the burn stacks took them over the edge. So I still have a chance to take 40k off of the boss. $37k off of the boss. Can I get 37k off of the boss right now? Let's try to survive. We can do this. I believe in us. Come on, team. We can do it. Let's do this.
Silence.
Tag Futurism twice and then get in on the next turn. And I think that'll do it. Okay, let's see.
The moment of utterance.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't know
I can hear it.
what is safe to do,
Till
but
the
let's do
torch is
this.
lit. Benefit from reading.
Oh, nice. There we
There
go. Okay. We get bleed. I knew that would happen. That's fine. Okay. And now I just need to get 30k off of the main guy. Hey, Lusoka! What is that gross BS? Summon the small ad. That's like third turn. Wait, I don't know what you mean, but did the small robot show up really fast? Is it just me, or did the small robot show up really, really fast? Isn't it supposed to show up later? Yeah, that's what you mean, isn't it? Like it's supposed to be third turn? That does sound right. Very curious. Very curious. What do we got here? We've already got a bunch of rousing morale. We got power boost. We have pre-ignition, obviously. I can use this. I don't know what I missed, but I had an epiphany, so I walked away to do my raid. Yeah, no, that's fun. We'll have to share. The right mob, the turn reset from burn, then he summoned the ad. I don't know what you mean by reset from... Oh yeah, the turn reset from burn, right. The burn took out the boss and reset the enemy field. And then he summoned the ad. I know, right? Like... Maybe it happened because I almost didn't kill the strange doctor or something like that, maybe? I don't know. After taking action, blah, 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 blah. Let me think about it. Yeah, I don't know if you saw Kino Cocoon, but I failed to take the boss out in one go, but then the burn stacks took him out once it was time for the burn stacks to be calculated. That's basically what happened. So, like, Futurism attacked us, and then Tooth Fairy died because of Futurism's attack. And then the burn stacks hit the boss for the remaining HP that needed to be hit, and it brought him down to this point. And then the small robot was there at some point, and I can't remember when the small robot showed up, but it definitely showed up, like, immediately, you know, just way too soon after this, you know, boss turn reset. So, I don't know, maybe we missed what actually happened or something.
Moment of silence.
No, this isn't good. I want Spathadia. That's better. Maybe I do this.
What a tragedy.
And then if I use this, it just gives you more pre-ignition. Okay. I feel like this is good. And this is how I get triple S. Robot should have been on third team after reset then. Third turn after reset. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Nice tactic.
Okay. Give me 850k!
That's right.
Go!
Sangue.
I think Isolde's gonna die from bleed. Yep, there she goes. And then Spatho buff, and then Spatho punch. No, it's short! How about the burn attack? Burn, burn, burn! Use the burn, use... No, I was short. I was short! That's unfortunate, but I got super close. Man, well, I learned a lot. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like I understand just how powerful Spathadia is. Isolde's ultimate, giving power boost, helps a lot. Yeah. Man, look at that. Let's take a print screen of that. Paste that into my graphics program, GIMP. GNU image manipulation program. Yes. There it is. Oy, oy, oy. The earlier you set up Finale, the better for this boss. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That really does make a lot of sense. That's pretty cool. I'm also really tired. That's a lot of energy. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Go back and give me the rewards, man. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at all that. Yeah. Look at all that. Woo! I don't know. I'll just buy things from here as I need it. I remember last time I tried to save up to get Gluttony, and I think I don't know if I actually ended up getting it. I can't remember if I already bought one. I might have already bought one, and it might actually be permanent limit 3. I don't know. But, yeah. We'll see. I'm kind of looking at these side shoot materials and considering, especially the HF polarization is super duper important. You have limit 1, and you know you bought one. I see. Check me out. I got 900k on Isle Cryptid. Woohoo! I don't know if that's good or not, but it made me very satisfied to see the number. When's the next one? Just under a week. We'll get the next mains bulletin boss. Exciting, exciting. But what I'm really looking forward to is Nightmare at Green Lake! I want Nightmare at Green Lake back so bad. I cannot wait. I'm at 829k on Cryptid, 988k on Robot. Oh my gosh! What team are you using on Robot? That's so cool. Wait a second, what was that? Hold on a second. Score an A in the investigation hypothesis of exhibition over 5 games. Oh. Wait, shouldn't I have a later one of this? Or wait. I guess the first time I got an A was back in April. Why is this from today? 3 games? What? Cornbloom, Isolde, Tooth Fairy, and 6. Cornbloom. Interesting. What? That's a run I'm curious to see. Oops, that's not the right thing. 3 different raid periods? Sorry, I'm going all over the place here. I mean, this is from yesterday. This middle one is from yesterday, and then this one is counting my progress right now. Huh. I had no choice. I don't have Beast. That's pretty cool. I'm clearly not clever enough to track how to make that team get such a high score. That's impressive. So it would be...
Shall I ask the enemy for their
reality, mental, and I'm assuming you're running Luxurious Leisure on Cornbloom. My Cornbloom has a Portrait 5. Woohoo! I'm happy about that. Oh, you're running Blasphemy of Night on Cornbloom. And 6 has your Luxurious Leisure. And then what would you give your Isolde? Does she have her signature? I see. You're only A5 side tube. Oh, exciting. Goodness. I got to 1,070,000 with Isolde, 6, 37, and Joe. With no healers. I mean, I get it. You basically just need to worry about, you just need to worry about the counter damage. But the side tube on 6 is better for him. I just don't have that side tube built. You mean 6's signature side tube is better for him? Like this one? Balance, please. Yeah. Man. An all damage team, and then you just rely on 6's vitalize buff to do your heals, essentially.
Oh boy.
Just a little bit. HP plus 10%. Wow. You can get some supplemental healing as well with the 2 base ones. The 2 base... What? Hmm? I'm honestly kind of curious to try it, but I'm also running out of energy, and it's almost the 3-hour mark. I don't know. I wasn't planning on cooking today. Okay, I'm curious. My ADHD is now latching on to this idea. Wait, but I don't have 37! The best I could do would be like Jo Nyangzu, Isolde, 6, and I don't think there's anyone you can really replace 37 with. Besides maybe Lilia. Know your Spath is better for this raid? Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about, you know, what if. The big what if. Spathidia is a good alternative to 37, you mean? Or Jo Nyangzu, or what? The comp you have now? Oh, Jo Nyangzu, Isolde, Tooth Fairy, and 6. Yeah, it does look like it makes sense. It's interesting because Jo Nyangzu's ult is a mass attack. So you would benefit from having the ads killed off because she does more damage. Oh, if less than 3 enemies are present. So tell me, chat, do you think if less than 3 enemies are present, does that mean there needs to be 2 enemies or less? Or does that mean there needs to be 3 enemies or less? There should be 1 enemy or 2 enemies for this to do anything. Okay. So, right, there's a motivation to kill off the other robots before you use it on the main boss, especially when you get to the higher waves. No? Okay. You would lose too many turns killing the mobs. Yeah, like... Huh. But luckily Jo Nyangzu is just really powerful even without that thing. Interesting. Interesting. And then there's Cornbloom.
Shall I ask the enemy for their
I am
tactics?
kind of curious about that. Wait, what was it? Shinokakun uses Blasphemy at Night on Cornbloom, Luxurious Leisure on 6. I guess Isolde... What? Can Isolde make any use of this? Because she would get the damage dealt plus 9%. And the additional 18%. Use 6's cube on 6? I mean, I was trying to repeat what you're using. Just out of curiosity, because you got 900k with it. How can I not be curious? Blasphemy of Night. Yeah. I use LL because I don't have it built. I know. I know for you it's out of necessity, but I'm just curious about it. But, yeah. There's that. And that's good. I'm assuming incantation must include follow-up attacks, right? Like intermezzo. This does count for intermezzo. It does, yeah. It would be silly if it didn't. Man. You should come look at my side tubes. Intermezzo is considered an incantation. So, I am in the middle of building the Carrot of a Heart. Partially because I already had it at level 40, and it was like, well, might as well get it the rest of the way up. And I have Shemaine, and I like Shemaine, and I want to use him more often. And yeah, gaining at least 3 Moxie in a round is kind of specialized, but it is what it is. Since Isolde is so frickin' awesome, I feel like my next side tube to build is probably going to be Knock on the Door. I do have Gutian, but I don't use him enough to make building this incantation might up side tube. Wait, I can't. I lost track of my sentence. I don't know if it's worth it to build his signature side tube. And then this one has been sitting in my inventory for a while, and I haven't built it. When the carrier takes an extra action, damage dealt plus 12%. Genesis damage through extra actions plus 10%. That makes it sound like it might be good for Joan Youngzu and maybe Lilia. That's 37 side tube. I see. I feel like I've had it for a while, but it hasn't been that long. I have a lot of these greed amplification materials just hanging out, and I don't know what to do with them. I already used a bunch of them to bring Laughter and Laughter up to amplification 5, so now I don't know what to do with the rest of them, because I haven't built any of the rest of these 5-star side tubes. Oh! I mean, the first part of it boosts damage dealt overall. It's just the second part that says Genesis damage through extra actions plus 10%. I guess it doesn't boost it as much if the extra action is not Genesis damage. For example, Lilia, or something like that, so. Jo can run her own side tube. Yeah. Lilia can take luxurious leisure. Yeah, I get it. I'm not talking for me, I'm just saying just overall for people that have the side tube what characters might be able to take advantage of it. Anyway, I am curious, like, I know that in general 6-star side tubes are going to be better because their base stats are better. But I do see some of these 5-star side tubes showing up on guides every once in a while. I see... Which ones do I see the most often? Let's take a look over here on Pridewin. Like for Cornbloom, they mentioned Yearning Desire. Yearning Desire is probably the one that shows up the most. I see. Yep, 6 is able to use it at least to a certain amount. Baby Blue. Cornbloom we already mentioned. Bunny Bunny. There's a couple characters that seem to maybe to be able to take advantage of Dika's side tube, Take the Hard Journey. Diggers can use Yearning Desire. Okay. I like Dika so much, and I've had her for such a long time, I almost feel like building her side tube just for her. Just because. Even though I already have that Inquisitive Deer, and I have Luxurious Leisure as well. Oh, that's right, a free heart. I'm never building Door unless it's like a punishment that stream gives me or something. That chat gives me if I have a challenge in the future, maybe. Build this random character from Reverse 1999. Joke's on you. I love all the characters. I just, you know. Maybe I won't actually use the character though. Yep. Yep, lots of Yearning Desire recommendations I'm seeing. Okay. Not as many of that Dika side tube. And that's how I pronounce her name. I don't even know if that's the right way to pronounce her name, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Well, well, well. I don't think I have enough energy or time left to jump into another run of Main's Bulletin. But it still has been a nice time with y'all. Dika's side tube is for healing only. Makes sense. Yep, healing done, healing done. That's kind of what it does. Interesting. Someday we'll learn more about this character. There's still a few characters left in the gallery that we haven't learned anything about. Someday I will get more brief cacophony and I can actually build more characters. I feel like there was a while there that I was really spoiled because I bought the battle pass. And now I don't have the battle pass, and now I'm back to being poor with materials. I have almost gotten every character's bond up to 100%.
Grab those onion rings and popcorn and come.
Which is nuts to me. I don't want to run out of characters to increase their bond. I want to keep getting new characters, but I'm planning on skipping Marcus. Is Marcus going to run with a new 5-star character? Because for this one, we had old 5-star characters. When are we getting a new 5-star? We can talk about when without talking about which. Okay, there's that one in the future, and there's that one in the future. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Are we in... Hang on a second. What patch are we in? How can we tell what patch we're in? We're 1.7, right? I think Yeah, the next patch is when we get the next new 5-star. So this is a 5-starless patch? That's a bummer. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, as you can hear, I am real pooped out. I think it's time that I wrap stuff up. Let's see here. I'm gonna check to see if anyone else is streaming that I might want to run, or raid. Run? What? I don't know. I can send you over to this person. Streaming Reverse 1999. But yeah, I usually stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays around 1:30 to 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. You can catch me on social media at ShinyBotTV on Twitter or X, YouTube, and here on Twitch as well. I generally just kind of decide day of what I'm going to stream that day. But overall, it tends to be a lot of Reverse 1999 with a little bit of other stuff sprinkled in here and there. I had a nice time streaming Honkai Star Rail yesterday. I still am going free to play in all my Hoyoverse games as a show of solidarity with the movement to ask Hoyoverse to look at the Natlan characters in Genshin Impact that they're planning on releasing and seeing what they can do to better represent those cultures they're taking inspiration from. You can type in chat !boycott HYV and you'll get a link to a petition that a bunch of people are signing. And also a big shout out to... Let me get the acronym right here, okay? Let me look this up. A big shout out to SAG-AFTRA, who have SAG-AFTRA labor union. They have declared a strike against 10 video game companies, including Activision, EA, Epic Games, and more. So definitely show your solidarity with them. Just as a heads up, their website says that you can still stream the games that they are striking against the companies for those that do those video games. They just encourage you to speak up on the matter and spread the word. So that's what I'm doing right now. Solidarity with labor unions out there who are asking for better treatment of the workers. They're asking for better AI protection for their, creatives and whatnot. So look up more about that on your own. SAG-AFTRA strike. So yeah, I should be back at it next Monday. I hope everyone takes care of themselves. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated. Make sure you eat some food. Make sure you reach out for some help and see if you're getting all your needs met. And yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and send you on over to the other stream that's doing Reverse 1999 because it looks like there's only one of them. Alright, thanks very much for joining in. I hope to see you all in the next one. Counting down to raid. Alrighty. Bye-bye!
Théophile has left us.